Hello everyone, my name is Tanisha Shantae and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give y'all a Pisces perspective on each and every zodiac sign. So I have really been getting into astrology and it has been the most amazing thing ever. It has helped me on my self-awareness journey and to better understand myself and the people around me too. And it's just been so fun to find out facts and stuff and share it with people. And so I'm here to give my perspective on each sign, an honest perspective. Let's see, let's go. Okay, Aries. What I like about Aries is y'all are go-getters for the most part. Like, I have an Aries friend and she is always on the go. She gets stuff done. And you know, Aries can be impulsive, but they all about that action. And I love being around them because me being a Pisces, I tend to want to talk about the action a lot more than doing the action. Sometimes it's one of my downfalls. But Aries people, like, oh my gosh, like they just go boom, like, look, we need to get this done and this and that, you know, and they're so fiery and they're so bold. Like, they can probably come off as arrogant sometimes, but they're just so bold with almost anything that they do. Like, they don't care. So I love that about Aries. Aries is a cardinal fire sign, which that's why they're very impulsive and they get stuff done, and you know, they're all about that action. I love to have them as friends. It's kind of a hit and miss though. I have to say it's kind of a hit and miss, but for the most part, I do like having them as friends. I can say that Aries is probably my most favorable fire sign. Sorry, just is. But yeah. That's my take on Aries. Taurus, my experience with Taurus and what I think. I used to have a best friend that was a Taurus, so we get along really well. Taurus is kind of like, to me, they can be like a laid back kind of vibe feel. They're very family oriented. They love the idea of family. If family is not going well, they're not well for the most part. They're ruled by Venus, so they are all things pleasure. Taurus can be very, as they say, stubborn. They are the fixed earth sign. So when they learn something, they stick to it. They don't want to be moved away from that. They want to just continue to do what they've known to do, and that's where their stubbornness comes in play. But Taurus, for the most part, I feel like I get along with Taurus, very compatible in friendships. Pisces and Taurus are compatible in romantic relationships too, but I haven't really met a Taurus man yet that I liked for the most part. But Taurus women, I enjoy their company. I love their energy. But yeah, Taurus in my book, this Pisces is okay with Taurus. We like the Tauruses. I like Taurus. Any woman that I've met that's a Taurus has been pretty cool to me. And another thing I like about it is they're all different. But yeah, Taurus is okay in my book. This Pisces approves. Gemini. My view on Gemini. I am Gemini rising, so I am kind of biased towards it. These people like to talk, of course. Their minds move so fast. They're very intellectual. I love intellectual conversations. Very wise beyond their years. Some Geminis, again, good conversationalists, like very good in just talking, and they can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But it's just so fun. Like, and then they're like so different. Like, they change up their style so much, and whatever they're feeling is what they do. They're never the same. They love variety. They don't like the mundane stuff. And so they're always switching things up. They're always kind of like all over the place, but they always keep it interesting, you know? So Gemini in my book is okay. Gemini rising, hey, I'm biased, but yeah, I've learned a lot about Geminis because of my rising, and it's just been amazing. Gemini is the mutable air sign, and pretty much they go with the flow, you know, and I love that because me being a Pisces, I'm on that same wavelength. Pisces being the mutable water sign, you know, so it's like we speak the same language in a sense. And so yeah, Geminis are really good. I have a good friend that's a Gemini, and we could just talk forever and ever and ever, and like it's so good. And it's almost like a competition, I feel like, in the talking though, because we both can keep going and talking and talking and talking. But I think she wins more. She's a true Gemini, so yeah. But yeah, Geminis are good with this Pisces. Cancers. I love y'all. Y'all are so moody, though. Like for real. I had a best friend as a Cancer. Oh my gosh, I loved her, but she was so moody. And so when we would have good times, it would be so good. But when she was in her, moods, and I didn't notice at the time. I mean, it makes so much sense now. I wish I could have handled it better in a sense, but I think I did for the most part. But I would try to uplift her mood, be that friend to brighten her day and stuff, and try to get her out of that funk that she was in. I noticed Cancers are really homebound. They feel security and safe in their home more than all of the other signs. So they're really all about the home. Their home is always homely. Like you're at ease when you go to that place. And also they are a water sign. Cancer is the cardinal water sign, so they're all about starting, the action, and they get stuff done. They're very hardworking. They are natural empaths too. They can really sense what people are feeling and really in tune with the emotions more than any other zodiac sign. They are really in tune with their emotions and the emotions of other people too. And so just their moods, I would say, I don't really like as much, but for the most part, they're very understanding of, a Pisces. They can be very fun. When they are in a great mood, oh my gosh, they're so fun. We have so much fun together, and it's really nice. I've only kind of known 2 or 3 Cancers in my life, but for the most part, this Pisces love Cancers. We get along fine. Okay, what's next? Leo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Leos will probably have to be probably my second least favorite. At one point they were. But it's because Leos, they're just built different. Let me just say that. Leos like to be the center of attention. It's like they have this innate desire to be in the center of attention. It's like, it's not that they are self-centered most of the time. It's just that need. Like, I don't get it. At first, before diving into astrology, I was like, they're so selfish. They, most of them are gossips. I'm just being honest. They just gossip a lot. They're toxic people. They can be toxic people, very manipulative. So I haven't really had really good experience with Leos, but after learning more about astrology and about Leos and just kind of understanding them, I kind of get it. I try my best, I try to get along with anybody. I don't care if I don't like the sign. And the Leos that I've tried to get along with, I didn't realize, that Pisces and Leo didn't really go together as well. But, I'm the kind of person I'm like, I get along with anyone. And so, yeah, I tried to, and it still didn't, for the most part, work out. If they was not family, then, yeah, no. The manipulative aspects of them, just very toxic. I don't know. But it depends also what their rising sign is, and I'll give them a chance, but for the most part, it doesn't really work out. Like, they're not people I need to be around. Sorry, Leos, not sorry. After Leos, Virgos, we are polar opposites. So Virgos, they are the analytical sign. They are very observant. They are the mutable earth sign. Yes. Virgos, I've dealt with enough Virgos. I would say Virgos is definitely a yes in my book. This Pisces approves of Virgos. They're always down to earth. They're very calm people. Now, in a debate, it's a whole different story. Okay? When you're trying to tell them something that they don't agree with, they will argue you up and down. I've seen it happen. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the same person? Don't think you know more than them, because you don't. And they're good at arguing. Like they really are. They were really, really good at debating. And because they're so intelligent. I mean, they're ruled by Mercury, which Mercury's Geminis are ruled by Mercury too, but Virgos, they have the analytical side of Mercury. So yeah, they have already analyzed and dissected every single thing before they even indulge in it. Like, it's like there is no point in arguing with the Virgo, like, because they've already dissected every single thing. So don't even do it. Don't even do it. Oh, also Virgo, it's kind of like with Aries, they get stuff done in a sense. But Virgos tend to excel in almost anything if they really wanted to. Beyonce is a Virgo, and they know how things should be. And to have that eye for that, like, if they apply it to where they really want to go, hard work too, oh my gosh, they can go far. They're probably the zodiac sign that is most likely to succeed, pretty much. But yeah, they are cool in my book. I have a Virgo friend and I love her to death, and she has helped me in my self-awareness journey. She picks up on things that I don't, so it's always good to have Virgo around for me. Y'all are good at my book. Y'all are great people, and we can talk forever. Virgos is probably like the zodiac sign where I feel is like the most soulmates, or like best friend type, because Pisces and Virgo are polar opposites, but it's like we complement each other in so many areas. So for example, Virgo being very observant and being able to criticize, give good feedback. They're also very serving people too. They would want to help their friends. They really value helping their loved ones. That's what they love to do. So that's another thing why I get along with Virgos, because Pisces, they're very selfless people. So the selfless personality with the service personality, it's kind of like Pisces and Virgos speak the same language, and so it always turns out well. Some things just go unsaid because we kind of understand, like, look, we take care of our friends. We are loyal, very loyal people too. Just like Pisces, Virgos are very loyal people, and you want either a Pisces or a Virgo or both in your corner as a friend. I'm just saying, Virgos are probably my most favorite sign because of that. It's like some things I expect just from people in general, it's already done with Virgos. Like they're very in tune with themselves. I could go on with Virgos. I mean, I really could. And it's just, we speak some of the same languages. So Virgos are number one in my book. I love y'all. Glad y'all exist. Yeah. Okay, next is Libra. I don't think I've had enough experience with Libras. And so I'm like, you know, I haven't really had enough experience. But Libras are ruled by Venus, so they're also the sign that kind of represents beauty and attraction. I have a friend that has a Libra rising, and I told them this, and after knowing them and realizing why they seemed attractive to me, it made sense. I'm like, oh, that's why. Because Libra people, they're more prone to be very beautiful, very attractive, very mesmerizing in a sense. Good to look at. Very beautiful people. I'm looking forward to getting to know more about Libras though. Getting to meet, hopefully, more Libras. And so, yeah, I'm sorry, Libras. I need some more Libras in my life to kind of get a sense. But yeah, I do know that Libras, they're more prone to wanting kids, family. They love beautiful things. They're very, very meticulous with beauty in general. They are usually into fashion and trendy stuff. All things beauty, they love. They have an eye for beauty, for sure. I do like being around them. The little experience that I did have and know about. So as far as like compatibility, I do know one Libra. We haven't really met in person, but for the most part, I think she's a pretty good person, and we've been Facebook friends for a long time, but she seems like a legit person. I mean, nothing wrong to say. So it's kind of like in between for me, as far as experience with Libras, but I would say yes. You know, I haven't heard really anything about bad about Libras. So, but yeah, I just need to meet more. Where y'all at? Scorpio. Prior to learning more about Scorpio, I had no idea that y'all sign is the sign of most serial killers. I had no idea that y'all sign was so dark. Like, it's represented as this dark sign, and I'm like, why? I have an aunt that's a Scorpio. She's not dark to me. We get along just fine. Scorpios are also the other sign that's like really compatible with Pisces, so we understand each other on a different level than any other sign. I mean, Scorpios, they're very chill, loyal, very ride or die. I haven't had any bad with Scorpios. I have a cousin that's a Scorpio. I have a couple of cousins as a Scorpio. Actually, let me think about this. Like, very, I would say down to earth, to keep you laughing. Oh my gosh, yes. My aunt, my two cousins, they're Scorpios. They keep you laughing. And so they always go through their own stuff. Don't get me wrong, just like the next person, that water sign. They are the fixed water sign, I believe. Yes, they're the fixed water sign. So in their own element, when they get a hang of things, they're just there, But for the most part, I mean, I've had no bad experiences with Scorpios. Like, that's what I'm trying to see. Like, are y'all low key crazy? Like, I don't know. I do know. Like, if you do test them, the sign will come out. So, but just don't play with their feelings. Don't play with anyone's feelings, So I've seen the bad sides and I've seen the good sides, but it's only, the bad sides only come out when somebody messes with them. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with their feelings. Don't mess with their kids. Don't do any of that and you will be fine. I'm just saying. But other than that, I have no problem with Scorpios. Like, they can be emotional like me. We could talk about stuff, like the deep stuff. I love deep conversations. So we can always talk about the deep stuff. My experience with Scorpios have been good. Very compatible with Pisces. So this Pisces approved, obviously. Okay, what's out the Scorpio? Sagittarius. I know I said Leo was my second least favorite. So that would mean Sagittarius is my least favorite. But I think I want to switch that, because when dealing with women, friends, a Sagittarius over a Libra. When dealing with men, none. But if I had to choose, that'd be hard. Anywho, so what I found is Sagittarius are kind of like Libras in a sense, like very beautiful, like very into fashion, very trendy, they can be very positive. They can be, they're the sign of philosophy, very smart. It seems like all of the Sagittarius are meticulous with their fashion, with their, how they present themselves. They would be the bad girl. Like, I mean, like just a bad woman, like, I mean, in a good way, trying to refrain from saying bad, but they just are. Like, I haven't really met a Sagittarius that didn't have that kind of personality. And I mean, makeup is always on point, like outfits, everything. I have a cousin that's a Sagittarius. I know a woman from high school, and just not afraid to be themselves. They're bold, like fun too, very fun, like to be around. They're not my fave, I would say, but it's like I can love them from a distance in a sense, because they kind of rub Pisces the wrong way. They rub me the wrong way sometimes with their bluntness, because they're very, very blunt. But I like blunt, but also be aware of your bluntness, Some are like that, they're very aware of everyone around them and stuff, and they don't just say stuff, that is not blunt in that way. But I love the bluntness. I love the honesty, I love all of that, and they're just like a good energy to be around. If you take away the two being blunt, like, yeah, I can see, but long term, we're just gonna clash. It just happens. But yeah, I admire that. Like, they're very bold. Like, they know themselves more. Like, it's like they love themselves, and they're positive people. They can also be loyal. And so I would say a yes for Sagittarius women. Men, I'll say this. Let me see your natal chart first. If you're a Sagittarius man, I would have to see your natal chart. Or a Leo man, I would have to see your natal chart. But yeah, they can be very positive, and they know a lot, and they have a lot of wisdom too. They are probably the sign though that is less prone to go on a self-awareness journey because they're so outward focused. But yeah, I would say half and half actually. Sagittarius women are good to be around, cool to be around. Sagittarius men, as far as like dating, I will have to say that the Sagittarius men, they're very charming. They are, at first sight, they're like what this Pisces want in the man. They're good eye candy for the most part. They take care of themselves for the most part. They're really good to look at initially until you date them and marry them and then later divorce them. But anywho, yeah. So that's my take on Sagittarius. Capricorn. I am Capricorn moon, so I kind of know a little about this sign. I haven't had much experience with Capricorns. I did date one, and I didn't know about Capricorns at the time, but from my experience with dating him, he was really into his work, to the point where that's all he talked about in a sense, and a lot. It was a lot. He talked about it a lot, but work is usually Capricorn's lives. They really value their work. They really want to do well. They are very responsible, very driven people, and it's really cool to be around them. I don't have a lot of Capricorn friends. I wish I did because they were very driven, and I love being around that kind of energy. They can be blunt too. Again, driven by work. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with them, and I wish I did, but that's just my view on them. And they're really good partners too. But yeah, they're very self-driven, good with finances. I mean, I have no problems. They're earth sign. They're the cardinal earth sign. But yeah, and so that's my take on it. Aquarius. Okay, I have two brothers that are Aquarius. I am Aquarius Pisces cusp, so I kind of understand them a lot more. Aquarius is the sign that go to the beat of their own drum. Okay, they are very bold and sometimes out there, and when they walk into a room, they feel the whole room. Okay, like that's definitely my brother for sure, the one that's right under me, and they can talk and talk and talk, and could be all over the place too. They can have such good ideas, just ideas about anything, but they have a hard time with actually following through. Okay, they're really good to be around. They're really, in my mind, Aquarius are more prone to be the hippies. Aquarius and Pisces, honestly, but mostly Aquarius. They think out of this world. Like, they look at things in a way that no one else does, and so they have all these ideas, and they really want to help people, and they really want to do something and make a difference in the world. They really care about social awareness, humans, and just helping people, and really want to make a difference. They know what they want most of the time, and they go after it. But yeah, they're very like unique, very unique in all that they do, and they can be very bold. They tend to brag a lot. My brother does. He brags a lot, but he has a reason to, in a sense. They like what they like, and they do what they have to do to get what they want. They if they like the finer things, they are willing to work hard to get it. But yeah, Aquarius can be okay for me. It depends on if they've matured. If they haven't matured or did their journey to their self-awareness journey, then probably not. It kind of depends on where they are at in their life, like what phase in life they're at, because some could be cool and some could be toxic, and just I don't deal with toxicity, no ma'am. But yeah, for the most part, I would say yeah, like Aquarius are cool with me. This Pisces approves, so yeah. Okay, the last sign. We always last, Pisces. We always last. Why? Look at it like this. We have every sign within us. We hold everyone together. We are the foundation. Am I cool with other Pisces? It depends. It depends if they also have started their own journey to self-awareness. I do tend to find that I get along better with February Pisces or Pisces that are closer to Aquarius than Aries. In my experience, Pisces that are born close to Aries They tend to have anger issues. They tend to lash out. I don't like all that, you know. I feel like February Pisces, or Pisces more towards February, are more relaxed than later Pisces. And we tend to go with the flow more than the later Pisces. But all in all, if they have, you know, matured, they're pretty cool people. Like, I mean, they the life of the party, they understand me emotionally. Of course, we're like the same people. I have a cousin that's a Pisces, and oh my gosh, we talked for hours one day, and I'm like, wow, I had never knew this. Like, we're so alike, it doesn't even make sense emotionally, and we could just talk about the deep stuff, and I love deep conversations again. And so yeah, Pisces are very creative people. They are big picture thinkers. They're usually really good with music and keeping up with the different types of music. Very big on music in general because it feeds their soul, literally. They can also be into fashion. They can also have their, you know, their lazy side in a sense, but they just have to be doing something that drives them, that feeds their soul. They're not the type of people that's all about money. They rather do something, work somewhere where it's feeding their soul and who they are, rather than just money. You know, money is good, but that's not our motivation in a sense. Yeah, Pisces are very creative, really into the arts, dancing, good vibes. I love being around other Pisces that are kind of on the same wavelength as me with the vibes and stuff. We just laugh and we just have fun. They're big kids, we're big kids. We can imagine almost anything, be almost anything. It's just such an awesome sign to really dive into creativeness. It's awesome. I would say a Pisces is a yes in my book, even though the later ones have anger problems. I'm sorry, y'all. Even though the later ones usually, you know, have anger problems, they lash out, they're still cool people. I would say they're more livelier for sure and more bold because they're towards Aries than the Pisces that are more towards Aquarius or in between. They're bold. They would get up and just dance and start just being just the life of the party, pretty much. They can be, and I love that about them. But at the same time too, they also can be considerate of other people and can be they can take action, you know. I love being a Pisces. We can be sensitive, but we have to learn to develop the thick skin. Pisces are very loyal, very selfless people, very intuitive, psychic, all in the emotions, can be also empaths. And the world, we need more Pisces. We need more Pisces, honestly. Very loving people, very loyal. Do not go after their kids, their friends. Do not mess with anybody that they love. You don't want to see that side of them. No, ma'am. But yes, love Pisces. I love being around Pisces. So yes, Pisces is a plus in my book. I'm okay with hanging out with my own sign. So that is my take on all of the zodiac signs from a Pisces perspective, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, going through all the signs. If you found it to be quite true, let me know in the comment below and give this video a thumbs up, and let me know if you want me to do more videos like this, or if you want to know more from the perspective of a Pisces and just what we think. So let me know, and I'll catch you at the next video.